Hello everyone, I'm Kay and welcome back to East Origin, where I did this jump after like 2 attempts off camera. Well, I suck, so let's just go ahead and see what awaits us here. One more enemy and a switch. Pretty much what I expected, and I'm going to assume this is going to be another elevator. Alright, so now let's see if I can make the jump back or if I'm going to drop on the first attempt. And first try. First fucking try and I just made it. See, told you I sucked. Seriously, this jump was not hard. I just failed. That's literally all that was wrong with that. That doesn't do as much damage to these things as I thought it would. Oh, there we go. And this is some next level bullshit. Get it? Because we're going to the next level. And of course I'm trying to heal myself and just get hit more. Ooh, this looks interesting. I don't like these guys already. Oh, they do some nasty things with their hands. And normally I'm really into that, but you know, not like this. Oh, there is more of these guys. At least I can now kill them for good. You know, until I leave the room and they just respawn. Fire seems to be the way to go against most of these things. Or just spam my standard attack, that works too. Kind of want to kill off every single enemy here, but I feel like that's going to take too much time. And I could do that off camera so I can farm some experience. Oh, there is a locked door. Pretty sure I don't have the key for that one yet. And here we have another floor. Wait, does this lead to that tower on the side? It fucking does. Ah, this must be it. Rados Annex. Yep, I totally forgot the name of that tower. So if this is anything like the other story, we won't get far here. Rados Annex, where Lady Fina is allegedly being held. I can sense great malice emanating from within. But there's no way I'm going to wait for those incompetent knights. I can handle this on my own. I'm not taking shit from no one. I'm gonna die all alone. But that's cool. Probably. You know, I could have increased my shoe stats, but screw it. Oh great, it's a barrier. Damn, it's a trap. So nice to see you again. That has to be that Epona girl, right? It is not. You. Don't know my name, do you? I must apologize for not introducing myself before. I was furiously otherwise occupied. I'm Zava, the finest sorceress among the Darklings. I serve the great Lord Dallas. I sure hope it's pronounced Dallas, I don't care. So that's the name of your leader. Indeed, and a finer leader none shall ever know. Although I must say, this is a most pleasant surprise. I assumed the Devil's Corridor would keep you away for quite some time yet. Hard to blame me, considering the miserable defeat you suffered at the hands of your brother. Oh my god, that was so funny. But you're the heir to the fact name for a reason, I suppose. Yusef, Jesus Christ, I can't read. You savages don't have the right to speak our name. As far as I'm concerned, I have no brother. All he is to me now is a target, marked for death. Oh, is that so? Well, then it seems we have at least one thing in common. I can't stand the man either. He repeatedly kills my summoned creatures and takes their energy as his own. If Lord Dallas would allow it, I'd gladly tear him to shreds and abuse his entrails as feed for my familiars. Wow, that sounds like a real family you've got going on there. I jest, of course. I would never be so cruel as to give my darling such low-grade meat. My, but what a sour expression you have. You and your brother seem to share that particular trait. Yours has more personality, though. If I had to pick, I'd say you're the cuter of the two. But then, the little one usually is. Oh, you have a little brother complex. Got it. Are you done? If you're not going to fight me, then just stand aside. The eyes of fact, such delightful implements of sorcery. They let me see through bullshit. Most magic items from East are rather unappealing to me, but something about those cold, lifeless orbs feels comforting. It's almost like they were made for us. What? That is, what's his name, Davy Jones? This is a much stronger familiar than the ones I entrusted to Epona. Come, show me what those eyes of fact can do. Well, first off, this is Genocrest, the summoned spellbinder. I sort of don't remember this fight. And now I'm wondering, did Unica even fight this thing? Because I feel like she might not have. Also, I wish there was a way to restore my health mid-battle. Okay, my normal attacks are a lot more effective against this guy, it seems. So far, I'm probably going to jinx myself and say this isn't going too well. Okay, well, never mind. Ah, 7 HP, that's more than enough. For real, I would love to have like an item that can actually heal me. That'd be great. I didn't pay attention. Okay, I got him a third down at least, so not too bad. Now I just need to actually pay attention and I'm good. Oh, that's not good. That was... I did not expect to get out of that unharmed. One question, how am I supposed to hit you when you spawn all the way on the other side? Okay, I'm back where I was a second ago. All I need to do is pay attention not to get hit so much. And this is super easy. Speaking of, it's almost too easy because he's almost done. Just need to get in like 2 more hits. There we go. That was it. That seemed awfully weak. I mean, yeah, sure, I failed the first time spectacularly, but... what a spectacular show! Damn you! You are a fascinating specimen, little one. Your power and the way you handle those eyes of yours. It's like you were born to be Darkling. The hell are you trying to pull? Oh, I'm not trying to pull anything. You go ahead and pull my finger. Feisty, but I like that. Truly, you and I aren't so different at all. We're like kindred spirits. We both lust for power, and we both find solace in the dark, alone, unfettered by the ignorance of others. Don't try to deny it. Perhaps I should introduce you to Lord Dallas sometime, Suspect you and he would get along famously, certainly far better than he and your dear brother. Wait! Well, ding dong, the witch is gone. Is that really how I come across? I'm nothing like them. I can't be. I can't let her get to me. That's what she wants. Lady Fina must be imprisoned upstairs. I just need to keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, then let's go upstairs, where we're going to face a door that we're not going to be able to open. That much I do remember. That was actually very useful, that zone. There it is. Ah. The Devil's Gaze. That was the one where I had to wear some cursed ring. This door, the malice it's putting off is so strong. It's almost a physical presence. This must be what I was feeling outside. It's far more powerful than I thought. If I were to imprison a goddess, this is definitely where I'd do it. What are you so afraid of, Hugo? This barrier must be child's play compared to Father's shield magic. Would right have you to succeed his position if you can't even handle something as simple as a door. And how are you ever supposed to defeat your brother, for that matter? Alright, I can do this. Strong enough blast of magic should do the trick. I'll just focus the combined energies of all 3 artifacts of ease and charge them to the point of breaking. Then unleash! It didn't look like it did anything. What the... If anything, it just looks like it woke up the door. And now you're going to take a little nap. Good for you. You earned it. Hugo, such a foolish creature. Surely you won't be so giddy just because your skills were noticed by those around you. Fact has no need for those who beg for treats and wag their tails like pathetic little puppy dogs. If you want to be accepted, you must show strength. I like puppy dogs. And your elder brother must. Your elder brother must what? Seriously, we're just getting to the good part. Well, looks like the horse lady, aka Pona, saved me. Well, well, look who's awake. Not you again. You sure are a handful, you know that. Did you really think you could use brute force to overpower the Devil's Gaze? I'm pretty reckless, but even I wouldn't get anywhere near that thing if I didn't have to. Wait, were you looking after me? You sound surprised. You owe me a rematch, remember? And I want you to be in tip-top shape for it. Besides, I'd have to be a real sicko to kill somebody while he's unconscious. You know, I wouldn't put it past your friends, so why won't you? Easy now. After what you've been through, I wouldn't suggest trying any sudden moves. Just take it nice and slow. I don't need your pity. Oh, welcome to the pity party, man. And I'm not unconscious anymore. So, let's just get this over with. You're one obnoxious little prick. You know that. Lucky for you, I'm also not enough a sicko to attack someone who's too weak to do anything but mouth off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I wish I could use items, because I need something for that burn. Now if Zava were here, she'd totally slit your throat and laugh while you bled out. She's a real bad act that way. Besides, Dallas ordered us to withdraw from Rado's Annex, so technically I'm not even supposed to be here. Which means I'm sure as hell not going to do anything that would draw attention to myself. Have it your way then. Burger King. This episode is not sponsored by Burger King. So why were you really looking after me? I don't know. Is that the best you can come up with? What does it matter? I just felt like it, that's all. So, you know, I was going to make a joke about how she, like, had a crush on this guy all of a sudden because for some reason getting beat up by him does that. But I sure as hell hope the next line is going to be, wanna go out for dinner sometime? So you really are the Clawman's brother, huh? Okay, that did not take the way I expected it to. Why do you have it in for him so bad? Don't you two get along? Does it look like we get along? As far as I'm concerned, I have no brother. Hey, that's almost what it's like to have an actual brother. All I've got is a target, a traitor I've set out to. I accidentally pressed a button. Yeah, I get that. But he's still your brother. If you're gonna kill him, then you've gotta kill him. But you're still bound by blood, you know? Nothing can ever take that away. Sorry, not trying to open up old wounds or anything. We just come from different worlds, I guess. You East people probably all think that way. He's always been completely self-absorbed. Huh? Now you open up to her, huh? She's your enemy, you know that, right? You just open up to her. The fact line is generally named first among those of the 6 priests. We're the arbiters in all matters of spirit. As the elder brother, Toll was expected to succeed our name, but he elected to become a holy knight instead. Came across as if he was scoffing off in the face of lineage, as if the position were trivial and worthless to him. Simply put, he just didn't care. He wanted to follow his own path, so he did. Protocol and tradition be damned. He didn't even bat an eye when he was disinherited. Honestly, didn't seem to bother him at all, really. And that's how the position of successor fell to me, the second son. They call me a magic prodigy now, but back then I was just an ordinary kid. I was constantly being compared to him, as if I were living in his shadow. In its own way, it was nothing short of excruciating. But I did as father asked of me, and tried as hard as I could to live up to everyone's lofty expectations. My training was intense and all-consuming. I lost every friend I had, but eventually I was deemed worthy of my title. Finally, I thought, finally everyone will acknowledge my abilities. Will no longer just be regarded as Toll Fact's little brother. But then your goddamn demons attacked me and we all had to ride Solomon's Shrine up into the sky to escape. And of course, Toll just had to stay behind with Commander Toa to buy time for the rest of us. Oh, how they praised him for his gallant sacrifice. And then despite all my hard work, I was just told facts, little brother again. Brother to one of the greatest heroes of Earth. That still seems to be all I'm known for. Fought so hard to crawl out from that shadow only to be pulled right back in. So you're basically jealous of your big brother. That's what I'm getting from this. I know I'm basically just lashing out at him. It's totally illogical for me to be as angry as I am, even after what he's done. But that doesn't change the fact that I really, truly want him dead. His betrayal just makes that attitude a lot easier to justify. He shamed our family enough just by forfeiting his right of succession so he could become a knight. But there's still honor in knighthood. In knighthood, not knighthood. He took an oath to protect Earth and the goddesses after all. Then he trampled that oath into the ground. And for me, that's the final straw. He's beyond redemption. You were kind of rambling here, so I'm not sure I really understood all of what you're saying. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't speak right now. But the long and short of it is, you still love him, right? Were you even listening to me? Yeah, how the fuck did you get that impression? How could you possibly have gotten that from any part of what I just told you? Well, you want what he's got, so you're trying to be just like him, right? Or I guess it's better to say you want to be respected and looked up to by your father and everybody else, the way he is. And you're frustrated that you can't seem to measure up. That sound about right? I got a big brother of my own too, so I totally get where you're coming from. You kinda want to be nice to him, but then you also kinda want to wring his neck sometimes. Your parents are always saying things like, why can't you be more like your brother? And it's frustrating as hell. Because you love him, but he's just such a pain in the ass, you know? You don't get it at all. You know what, after our explanation, it kinda seems like she's spot on. Huh? I said you don't get it at all. You've got one hell of an imagination, you know that? Why would I ever have the slightest inclination to be anything at all like him? That's patently absurd. I don't know. I've been told I'm pretty good at reading people. But hey, if you say I'm off the mark, I won't push the matter any further. I'll just leave it right where it lies. It's the least I can do to thank you for opening up to me. You know, she's not as bad as I thought she was. It's kinda nice, you know. Thought I had you pegged as this uptight, self-important asshole, and I pretty much hated your guts. But no, I don't know. I guess you're really not so bad after all. You're like an extra smug version of me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? This whole ordeal has me completely worn out. Didn't you say you were ordered to abandon this place? If so, I think it might be best for you to follow those orders now. Alright, I can do that. Just so you know, though, it's not possible for regular people like you to get through that door, no matter how hard you try. But that goddess lady is definitely in there. And she's safe, so don't worry, okay? I'll catch you later. So does that mean she went in there on her own accord? Epona, was it? May I ask you one last question before you go? Why are you named after the horse from Legend of Zelda? I really have to know. Sure, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to answer. Technically, I've already asked this. But I feel compelled to ask again. Simply put, I'm your enemy. Why are you going to all this trouble on my behalf? Sorry, but my answer hasn't changed. I honestly have no idea. I guess I just wanted to give it a shot, you know? Come to think of it, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What the hell is wrong with me? You are an oddball. Weren't you supposed to be good at reading people? Oh, shut up. You men always latch on to such trivial details. I've said my piece, so I'm out of here. Besides, if I'm late getting back, I'll never hear the end of it from Zava. Alright, I'll let you go. But thank you, Epona. You're welcome, Hugo. But just so you know, next time I see you, I'm going to have your head on a silver platter. So you'd better keep it nice and clean for me, you hear? Don't worry. I have no intention of holding back myself. Promises to be one hell of a fight. Well, if that's what it's going to be, guess that means I have to go back. Now then, what to do next? I can't rescue Lady Fina without opening that door. But according to Epona, regular people like us are incapable of getting through it. That basically confirms that it's been enchanted with some sort of powerful curse. Well, I feel like we'd have to get a sacrifice. And sadly, curses lie firmly outside my area of expertise. As much as it pains me to seek counsel with the search party, I may need Kadina's advisement on this. Well, I'm not comfortable leaving this place unmanned, knowing Lady Fina is trapped within. Should use the... Oh, I need to actually do that. Well, okay then, let's go ahead and call someone. Ah, Hugo, is that you? Hope you haven't been waiting too long. The knights were ambushed on the way to Rado's annex. It may be a while before they get there. But until they get there, we'll be howling at the moon. Wait, no, never mind. I see. Well, I'm already here, but I seem to have run into a bit of a roadblock. Hugo briefly detailed his encounter with the cursed door, blah blah blah. Sure. I'll contact her right away and ask her to meet you there. I'm going to assume you're talking about Unica? No, you're not. Never mind. There are still other people here. Oh boy, you weren't kidding. This thing's got one hell of a curse on it. Just looking at it makes you feel tight in the chest. If it helps, that woman said regular people would never get through. Her choice of words there seemed deliberate. Do you have any idea what she might have meant? I think so. I have a theory, at any rate. I have a theory, at any rate. Best as I can tell, it'll only open for a demon. Someone harboring demon-grade malice, at any rate. It's honestly kind of ingenious. I mean, what better way to keep out do-gooders than by locking a door with pure hatred? So, you pretty much have to be evil if you want to get in? In other words, a door designed solely for people like him. Really, it's quite a curse, and it's not just the door either. The whole room is affected by it. It's like there's an impossibly strong barrier all around it that no amount of brute force could possibly penetrate. Yeah, I tried that, I know about that. Uh-oh, don't tell me you tried already. Yes, and one could say it went poorly. So is there nothing at all we can do? Lady Fina is trapped in there after all. Yeah, we can't just leave her. Isn't there any way to fool it or something? If we could get our hands on one of the enemy's magic items, we might have a shot. What do you mean? Something with an equivalent curse on it. Particularly if it's something wearable, assuming it doesn't kill whatever poor sap tries it on, it might just do the trick. Wow, I don't like the sound of that at all. I think you might be assuming too much there. No one would be able to survive a curse that strong. Not under normal circumstances, no. But our only other option is to capture one of the enemies alive, so it still seemed worth mentioning. Yeah, I think that's even less likely. Alright then. I'll head back into the tower and see if I can find any magic items that might serve our purpose. In the meantime, I'd like for the two of you to keep this area secure. The knights should be arriving here any time now. Hugo? Sounds like a plan to me. In fact, it sounds almost too good to be true. Huh? You're actually communicating and coordinating with others. It's like some kind of miracle. Isn't your usual MO to do everything by yourself? What happened? Nothing in particular. I just know my own limitations. This is not a field of magic I'm familiar with. Thus I defer to the expert. Alright. I guess I can buy that. For $1. We'll be right here. Let us know if you find anything that might work. Be careful, Hugo. Okay, but that... I feel like that doesn't actually help me. Am I going to meet someone on my way down? or on my way out. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't get anything here. Well, I did get the evil ring, but its power seems to have been drained. Maybe that is actually what I need? Well, I feel like I'm going to find out in the next episode, because this has been going on for 30 minutes. Oopsie. Well, anyway, if you like this episode, go ahead, leave a like and a comment down below. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any uploads. And as always, I don't know, wash your hands, stay indoors, be safe out there. Bye bye.